Welcome to Real Estate Radio with your host, Jason Stubbs. Want to share your real estate story? Call now at 512-640-9610. And now, here's Jason Stubbs.
It's Sunday. We're back, Central Texas. This is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs, mortgage professional and your consumer advocate for all things real estate. Appreciate you guys tuning in right here on KBVO. We're broadcasting this across your TV, sending this right to your living room, and also appreciate you guys tuning in on Talk 1370 AM Intercom Radio. Beautiful studios right here in Westlake. Also, you iTunes listeners, podcast, keep subscribing. Real Estate Radio, Jason Stubbs. Click subscribe, and you can get us there too. StubbsRadio.com. Be sure to take a peek there too, guys. All of our past shows, all types of information. Go check us out, StubbsRadio.com. We got a great show coming up for you. We've got Matt Leshper, owner of 1836 Property Management, our expert that's been, golly, Matt, you've been with us for a long time, man. Welcome back to the show.
It's been great. It's good to see you guys every week.
Good to
It's
get
like
you in here. I
cheers.
know. We're getting this down.
Family.
No doubt. And also, that voice over there is no stranger to this show. Jennifer Welsh, owner-broker of Evolve 360 Realty. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Always good to be here.
It is. I'm excited to get this going. Us three, together, we could do a 4-hour show if we needed to, but I think we're going to have to kind of bend that a little bit. So let's hop right into it. Jennifer, I want to start with you. You guys got a lot going on. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing, Evolve 360 Realty, the direction you guys are going in. Let's hear about it.
Absolutely. Really innovative marketing.
Yeah.
We've got some really cool stuff going on. Be looking out for us soon on HGTV. We're on your local NBC affiliate now, all Sunday mornings, and then also we replay every day of the week in case you miss something important. Awesome, because I was out shopping last week and somebody said, hey, I missed that piece about the flooring segment, and I really need to see that again. So they were able to tune back in and catch that piece that they missed. So there's all kinds of awesome stuff going on. We've got home tips, buying, selling tips. Really one of the things that people have been queuing in, we've got Jonna Hold from Jonna Hold Designs.
Mm-hmm.
She does a lot of staging tips for us and how to decorate your home. So even after you've bought that home that's your dream home, and sometimes the living room kind of wears out a little bit, so she helps everybody keep that fresh and updated. One of the cool things that we have going right now is we're looking for folks that want to join us on TV too. So, it's cool to watch us here on Sunday mornings on your show, but we've got an opportunity for folks to join us, to walk them through the home buying process.
Gotcha.
Learn a little bit about the selling process and then share that with our audience, just a lot like you do here.
So, let's talk about the marketing piece of it, because
Yes.
obviously, selling a home is selling. So, marketing's always been a big piece of real estate, and Matt, jump in at any time, but let's talk about this marketing thing. What can TV, video, that type of quality do for a seller?
So everybody is shopping for a home online now. So the role of a real estate agent has changed. It used to be that a real estate agent found your home for you. Now our buyers come to us and they've found it. So they need to be able to see what that home looks like. So we've got awesome interior footage, drone footage, just the ability. We have a really awesome tool called Matterport, so we can actually walk you through a whole house. So our listings are just a cut above. We're just that cutting edge technology, and the ability to be able to do that for our clients so that our buyers are able to see that home and be able to know that's the dream home for them. Before they ever even have to step foot in it.
And, it seems to me that, a decent benefit from working with you guys is going to be, the folks that are out of town. So you'll have the
Yes.
ability to kind of shoot a link over and say, hey, look, this is what it looks like from above. And, the drone, technology that you guys are using is second to none here, at least in Central Texas.
Yeah.
But being able to say, look, this is what your house looks like from above. This is what your neighborhood looks like.
All the great amenities.
It's the amenities are there. And then also Matterport is just awesome. That thing is really a way that you can kind of walk through the new virtual tour.
It
that
is.
you can go up, you can look out the window
Yeah.
in a bathroom
You sure
and
can.
see, what's out there. Have you seen that, Matt?
Yeah, I've seen some of those things online and set up, but it's quite a bit of equipment that you guys acquired to make that happen.
It is. We're one of the few that has this degree of equipment and the ability. So you've seen other folks who say, hey, we have drones, we have Matterport, but we've got that and we've got the TV slots to go with it. So we've got that exposure, the airtime that you just can't get with any other agency. So to your point earlier about, the folks from out of town, we just sold a house to a guy in California. And it was just such an awesome experience for him because he found the house that he wanted because of our footage. And he was able to see it, feel it, experience it, put in that offer. And so we were able to make him feel at home before he even got to Austin.
You almost have to be part tech company nowadays. I mean, it used to
We
be you could go
are.
out and talk to
Yeah.
the neighbors and put some door hangers out and call it a day
Yeah.
if you were on the lower entry level of that. But that's just not cutting anymore.
No, nobody's doing postcards and door hangers anymore. So, yep, it's all on TV, it's all on the internet, and we've got that footage to be able to really give you the insight to what you're buying before you even step foot in the house.
No doubt. So are you guys hiring over there?
Oh, we're always looking for awesome agents. So clearly at Evolve 360, we're a little above, and so we're looking for an agent who's just motivated, determined, somebody who's looking for an innovative way to sell their home, somebody who's a little bit of an out-of-the-box thinker. We're not looking for the old-fashioned sign plonker, the one that puts a sign in the front yard and wishes the owners luck. We're looking for somebody who's really dynamic, who wants to get out there and market a home and sell it, somebody who wants to be able to put their listing on HGTV and all the local NBC affiliates and some of our other television partners. So that's really key. And so we're always looking for folks. So anybody who's interested in joining the Evolve 360 team just needs to give me a call. We're real discreet. So if somebody just wants to call and ask some questions and kind of figure out how we roll and get to know us from a broker agent perspective, we're always open to that conversation.
What about the benefit to be able to market to, the realtors or the agents themselves? I mean, can they market and brand themselves?
Well, so everybody's a part of an awesome team. And
Right.
so we want everybody to be part of the Evolve 360 brand. And that's really important, too, to their clients because their clients recognize this brand now. And they're seeing our signs in the yard and they're seeing our TV show. And that's where buyers are looking to buy homes now. And so we absolutely want each agent to have that personal relationship with their client. But we're all part of that Evolve 360 brand because we're better together. We're better and stronger when we're all working together.
Without a doubt. If you're just tuning in, this is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs, and we're bringing this to you from Talk 1370 AM. Guys, I want to tell you that our text line's open. We want to hear from you. Keep your questions coming in. I mean, recently we've had great questions from you guys. Your feedback's been wonderful. Number's 512-640-9610. You got any questions for Jennifer at Evolve 360 and also evolve360.com. Let's talk about your website and what's going on there. What can folks find there?
Absolutely. So we're evolve360realty.com, just so you can find us out on the web.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So we have awesome videos, TV tips, some awesome tips for sellers and buyers. So if you just have questions and you're looking to kind of dip your toe in, figure out what the selling process or the buying process looks like, we've got lots of great insight for you. A great way to search for homes. So we have a way for you to connect to what's actually active and live in the MLS. So instead of searching some of the dud sites that are out there that have bad data, you can find some true, real, active MLS data out there. So we can help you narrow that search.
You brought
down.
up a great point. And I had this conversation, it's been a couple days ago,
Yeah.
but let's talk about, some of those sites out there that, a lot of times these sites a lot of folks are going to can be leading, and they're leading you somewhere. Is it leading you to that perfect house, or what are some of these problems you're seeing?
So I'm just going to cut to the chase, and a lot of those real estate sites aren't actually real estate sites. The dirty little secret is that they're marketing sites.
They're
And so
lead generation
They
sites.
are. They're selling data back to real estate agents because if they can catch you while you're out shopping for a home, they can grab your email address and your phone number. They sell it back to the local realtor who you call, or they call you and get in touch, and you found the dream home on XYZ site.
Right.
And it hadn't been available for 6 months or a year, and so now a realtor has a devastated client because that dream home isn't real. So stay off some of those sites. So we won't name any names.
Can I
but-
tell you a quick story?
Oh, please do. Tell me a story.
Not far from here, on like right off of Red Bud and Lake Austin Boulevard.
Yeah.
There was one of the sites out there, and I saw that it was a piece of property, and it was so cheap. I was like
You had to
shaking.
have it.
I was shaking. So I Googled it, and I couldn't really find much about it. So I got my truck and I drove down to take a peek, and there was fencing up,
Okay.
kind of overgrown. Stay out type deal. No, not a listing sign, nothing like that. But it was real property that looked like something eventually was going to happen there. And this site was kind of advertising an opportunity that you can build a condo for a certain price that is not available in especially here, and that's in
the
town.
the old hook.
I
Reel 'em
wasn't
in.
sure what was going on, so I was sitting out there, and it was hot, and I called the agent. He's like, well, actually, permitting fell down, and it was X, Y, and Z did not happen.
Wow.
But I can show you.
Show you something
I can show you
else.
something else.
I got you something.
So, you know, and I'm not
That's
into.
not even sort of misrepresentation.
Well,
That's bait and switch.
I mean, that's something special that is not.
I think it's especially illegal.
It thinks so. I mean,
That's horrible.
Hey,
But if you check it out on evolve360realty.com, then you'll know whether it's
You'll
really for
know.
sale or not.
hey, no doubt. There you go. So, guys, coming up, man, we got more to come. I mean, more Jennifer Welsh, and also Matt. I mean, 1836 property management. We're going to be talking about making money with real estate. Matt's our go-to guy for property management, but also a way that you guys can kind of break down data to know if certain properties are a good investment or not. Also, if you have a portfolio out there, you got 3 homes, you got 10 homes, you got 15. You're doing these, yearly, or what are you saying, quarterly, once a year, twice a year? I mean, how often do folks really need to take a peek at the markets at which they own real estate?
I would say at a minimum once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah, because it's a slow game. This
Yeah.
is not a quick changing game. It's not the stock market. You're not going to get rich overnight nor poor overnight. It's going to take a while for those trends to kick in. But at least once a year, see what the value of your home is. The county will be sure and share with you what they think.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely.
We've had a
They
lot of
want their
complaints
piece of
this
that.
year. I expect the rents to go up. My taxes went up. And we're like, well, they're sort of correlated, but not directly correlated. So I would say once a year, take a peek at it. Just talk to somebody you trust, whether it's your agent who can help you out, whether it's a property manager who can actually read the numbers for you and tell you what your productivity is instead of just, you're making money. That's not really helping you assess the productivity of the asset. So get with them at least once a year and just look at the numbers.
There you go. Also, we talk about best practices. So if you're managing your own properties, we got some free advice for you there. And also, guys, the text line's open. We want to hear from you, 512-640-9610. We got to take a quick break. I'm Jason Stubbs. This is Real Estate Radio. We'll be right back.
What does it mean to buy a home, a business, a piece of dirt in Texas? It means joining a vibrant community and committing to the future we can build together. Independence Title stands right beside you on your piece of Texas dirt. We have helped hundreds of thousands of people find their way home, open businesses, and invest in their future. At Independence Title, we know getting it right means more than crunching the numbers and closing the deal. It means reaching out and checking in. It means working hard and celebrating the small things. Getting it right means caring about people and earning respect. Independence Title is homegrown in Texas and dedicated to supporting the communities we serve. All jobs are staffed locally, and our network of relationships is as deep and wide as Texas. Declare your independence and welcome home.
MI Homes, with more standard features than any builder in the market today. One of the things I love about MI Homes is that they include items that buyers frequently forget to put in their estimate. There's nothing worse than going to the design center and realizing that your price is going to be $20,000, $30,000 higher than you thought it would be. For more information on all MI Homes has to offer, visit our website where you can view our ready-to-move-in homes or select the community and floor plan of your dreams.
Well, my name is Jenna Dubon. I'm a realtor with RE/MAX. I've used Security National with all of my clients. They have great customer service, quick close times, and I've trusted them enough to actually do my own personal loan as well because of how good of an experience my clients have had with them.
Hey, I'm Troy Manella with the L&M lending team of Security National Mortgage. We do things just a little bit different here, which allows us to close your loan on average of 26 business days or less.
As long as they're willing to listen to him, we get the job done.
Welcome to Lakeway, home of Harrison Jewelers. I'm Robert Harrison, owner and a certified Master Bench jeweler. I've been in Austin since 1977, designing, fabricating, and repairing what the customer wants. Whether it's a diamond or any colored gemstone, I'm sure we have one for you. We're the only store in the greater Austin area to have the gem print technology for fingerprinting your diamond. Come in and find out what it's all about. Harrison Jewelers, it's the store you'll appreciate.
Hi, I'm Shelley Hill, Vice President of Escrow for Capital Title and Branch Manager of our Westlake location. Capital Title is the largest independently owned title company in the state of Texas.
Hi, I'm Wyatt with Capital Title. I'm here with Doug Moss, who's been a developer in Austin for over 30 years. Doug, you're a great client of ours. What keeps you coming back to the Capitol?
I'd say it's your service. That's really with title companies, that's what separates title companies, and I've always found that you all are really good about getting back quickly. Really appreciate that. When you're trying to get some deals done, timing is really important.
We have locations in the Austin area and statewide, so we can handle your title needs anywhere. Please go to ctot.com for information on all of our locations and our escrow officers.
And welcome back to the show. This is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs, your consumer advocate for all things real estate mortgage professional. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Our text line's open. We want to hear from you. Keep those questions coming in, your experiences, your feedback. If you want to get in contact with anybody that's been on our show, you can reach out to us. That text line will be open. Also, if you're out there, you're a small business and you want to feature your business on our show, we're happy to have a conversation with you. So reach out to us, guys. The number's 512-640-9610. Back for another one. We got Jennifer Welsh, owner, broker of Evolve 360 Realty, and owner of 1836 Property Management, Matt Leschper, back for another one. So, Matt, let's get with you, man. We're going to dive right into it.
Ben, what do we got?
I mean, man, I'm telling you, you busy guy, and we're happy to have you weekly. So appreciate you taking a little time of your Sunday.
It's busy summer.
I don't
think anybody realizes that we're turning over this year over 160 properties.
Wow.
Goodness.
That's
Turning
impressive.
over in 1 year. So between people selling off, between people adding to their portfolios, we're turning 160. Most of those are in the summer. So everybody in the office is just kind of looking at me like I need to get out of their way. So it's good to see you guys and spend some time in here and stay out of their hair.
Well, property management, I mean, golly, the way that folks kind of structure this business, it's all over the place. I mean, people do it differently. I mean, just like a lot of industries, but what are you guys doing? I mean, why are you so good at what you're doing right now?
I would say it's really a customer-centric focus as well as the support systems and the staff to back it up. I mean, you get a small shop and there's one person and you love that person. But boy, I hope they don't get hit by a bus.
Right.
Or, no, I mean, I'm just being honest. Or decide that they have some family emergencies which require them to spend money beyond their means, because we've had two other management companies bounce tenant security deposit checks to us this year. One of them twice. You would think after the first time they bounced it that they would leave it alone or repay it, but no. So that one-man shop is a little challenging. There's not much oversight. And then the big boys, well, they're operating out of Minneapolis. And so
you're talking about the guys that are advertising about you just pay us a fee and we'll handle everything.
Hey, just call our call center. We're going to put you through 4 lines of different people in a cubicle, or all in great people in Minneapolis. Love Minneapolis.
Yeah.
But it's just not Austin. So if you're going to get your property managed, okay, let's at least start with the people in Austin, because if you're in California and they're in Minneapolis, I don't get the point of that. So most of our investors are either locals or Californians, as most of you guys know, because you're in the industry. So we have a lot of people that purchase property here in Austin from those 2 locations. And believe it or not, those middle-sized companies are kind of a sweet spot. And people think, well, what's middle? You know, how many is middle? I would say between 250 and 1,000 units. The vast majority of property managers that actually care. The people that are managing 4,000 units, I don't see them, and we're involved in the industry. I mean, I travel nationally to target people because I think what they do is cool, and I want to find out, right? I mean, you want to be at the top of the game, you go find those people that are doing something interesting.
Right.
Beyond 1,000, there's not many people out there that are really participating. So there is a happy spot, believe it or not, for people to do it right.
And talk about some of those benefits.
I would say just having oversight systems, redundancy. Don't have one property manager in charge of your portfolio and 250 others, because they may quit. Now, what happened to the history and the knowledge with that experience and tenant? So we manage on teams. And so even if someone needs to take leave from maternity, or someone else decides that, boy, they're just burned out because we get chewed on every day, there's somebody else on the team that can carry on that knowledge. And, there's just little things in the background I think that are interesting. People don't believe that we do, which is I actually pay our employees to do case studies. If they screw something up that's pretty funny or significant or costly, we'll actually give them a bonus and have them write a case study and then catalog those. So if we have new employees come on, well, now we've got some experience we can share instead of just here's the manual and answer the phone.
That is nice.
Without a doubt, 1836propertymanagement.com. You want to get in touch with Matt, but let's get to the investing side. Let's talk money. I mean, let's talk real estate investing and making money on real estate. What do you say?
Okay, I've got 3 things for you, but
Okay.
I'm going to save the best for
All
last
right.
because I don't want to give it away. Number 3, I'll say, don't buy something you love.
Okay.
Nobody really cares what we love. Nobody
Yeah.
cares what I love. What they care is what fits their family. So statistically, what fits the most families out there? 3-bedroom, 2-bath, cookie cutter, 1-story, entry-level neighborhood. It's really hard to screw up. I mean, we say this all the time on the radio show because people they're trepidatious to get into real estate investing. Oh my God, it's so much money. Is this going to go bad? I'm not sure what to do monthly.
All the what ifs. Yeah.
3, 2, cookie cutter, entry level. Every teacher, firefighter, police officer, people have to live somewhere, and those jobs are never going away,
Folks that are-
especially in their surrounding communities. So they're tried and true. I mean, you would have to make an effort to screw that up or overpay or something of that nature. But first, buy the right investment.
Right.
Second, I'll say, get it, just like you would advise, get it inspected. Do your diligence.
Absolutely.
Don't buy something circa 1920 because it looks cheap. There's a reason it's cheap. There's no insulation. There's clay pipes, if not something else. The electricity was installed 20 years after electricity became available. Right? It's still in the same condition it was, and there's just so many problems that come up. So people see these $60,000 homes and go, wow, I mean, even if I had to put 20, it'll be fine. 20 is just going to dig up the front yard to replace the plumbing. We're doing that on 2 properties right now that were built in the 70s. And we're having to dig up the entire yard, 100 feet of plumbing just to replace that. Now,
it happened to me. Orangeburg piping, and that's the clay. Or actually, it was cardboard, and they dunk it in tar. That was a great idea in the early 70s when they built our whole neighborhood. And funny is, I'm talking to my neighbors, and at least we went first. Like, we got it out of the way. But yeah, the sewer line backed
it's not
up.
going to go away either. So, you've got that property, and you're not going to put that off.
Yeah.
The city's going to, there's people of all kinds out there. And let's say you're a landlord who just has a hard time coming up with the money for repairs. Well, the city's going to help you find a way. So when sewage is running into the street, somebody's going to come looking for you, even if you're out of state.
And they will find you.
They will. Or they'll just take your property from you. So, you've got a plan for those things. But again, if you buy a newer home, you have it inspected, you do your diligence, really hard to screw up.
When you say newer home, 80s and later?
I like 90s and after, but
Okay.
you could go and say, well, once the lead-based paint and some of the other codes change, then that's good. But really, I like 90s and after. But then again, the years keep clicking away. So my
that keeps
90s
happening.
feels like it's close, but the truth is, it's a long way off.
Yeah.
I would say 2000, you're even getting into easier territory. And those neighborhoods typically are a little bit better maintained.
Yep.
The HOAs, well, we love them or hate them, whatever. They tend to keep those up for a little bit longer until they dissipate. 10 years after they're gone, 1 or 2 of your neighbors goes a little haywire. So
It paints the front door purple.
well, I'd settle for that. If we can just keep cars off the blocks,
There you go.
on Sundays. I always tell people to drive the neighborhoods on Sundays.
Absolutely.
Because you
Yeah.
see everybody outside, you see what they're doing, and Lord, you see stuff you don't want to. So
On occasion, for sure, right?
yeah, absolutely. So the best one I would say is the hidden secret to get started is everybody thinks that real estate investing is about these institutional investors or rich people or something. The truth is that statistically, the vast majority, I would say about 80% of investors in the U.S. have 1 to 3 homes. Not 10, not 50. They're not millionaires. They have 1 to 3 homes.
It's a retirement nest egg.
It is. But if you're an owner occupant and you bought that home, 20% down, okay, now you're close to what an investor is going to do. But 10%, now you've got half as much on the table. 5%, 3.5% FHA, 0 down USDA. We've got people that when we run their analysis, we have to plug in money because they didn't put any money on the table.
Right.
And now those homes are paid off, they're cash flowing. Well, how do you, that's infinity, right? Start dividing by 0. So I would say the hidden secret is if you're an owner occupant and you put very little down, don't give that gift away. You've got such little money on the table, and that will extrapolate, and your return on investment is exponential of what any investor can do who has to put 20 or 25% down.
I'd consider a real estate investor of anybody that owns a house.
This
that's
is true.
investing
That's
in
fair.
real estate.
Yeah,
completely fair.
I think that's fair. And, it's, we'll get into this more, later in the show, but, there's data out that came out last August that's saying you millennials out there haven't, the amount of you that are buying homes, it is the worst numbers we've seen for a generation since we've been recording this data. And I'm not sure what's happening.
Well, on the flip side of that, I know in my neighborhood, I've got neighbors who've been living in their home 17, 20 plus years. And so to your point, that's a return on investment. So yeah, that's a great way. People who bought them and lived in them.
I mean, what are some standards? Let's talk guidelines. I mean, let's talk best practices for real estate investing, whether, because, I want folks out there to realize, you don't have to live there forever. Real estate investing could be, an owner-occupied person. It's going to buy that first house. Let's say that they just put that 2 or 3 year, we'll be there 2 or 3 years. Let's look at this as a business transaction. What are some of the things that you can tell, those guys out there, and then also the folks that own 5 or 6 or 7, 8 houses, what are some of these best practices, guidelines that these folks are missing?
I'll go first, and I'll let
Absolutely.
you kick into that. I would say first is don't buy your dream home when you're 21 and single.
It doesn't define you as a person?
When you're
Your
25 or 30
socioeconomic
and
status? I mean, it's all...
No, buy something that's just easy and smart and something that, again, is hard to screw up. I mean, buy something that's
Absolutely.
just easy. It doesn't have to be exactly what you want for the rest of your life. I would make this analogy between marriage, but now people don't seem to stay married too long. Let's just say you're going to date this home. You're going to date it for a handful of years, and you may get along with it, or you may outgrow it, or it may outgrow you. Who knows what's going to happen, right? You're dating, but life will go on, and that home is still there. And so at the end of that road, that relationship with that home, have some choices on what you want to do, and don't feel like you've got to bail because you've got to put that money in something else. Look at other options so that you can be financially savvy down the road.
Do something easy. Don't walk in and say, we're going to do a renovation. We're just getting married. We're about to have a baby. I mean, all that stuff together is too much. I mean, get something that is obtainable, sustainable in an area that makes sense. And I mean, what do you got? What do you think? I mean, I know that there's all these folks out there that just, the folks that we talk to have this same fear. It's the same reason why they're sitting in their living room right now, or driving their radio, listening to a show, and
That's
they
right.
don't own.
That's right. Absolutely. We tell people, make a business decision. If you want to be an investor and you've got some money and you need a house to live in, make that first investment be a business decision. Find something that you know that in 3-4 years down the road you can rent, and then you can think about your dream home. But that first one doesn't necessarily have to be the homes you choose to live in forever. It's an opportunity.
Without a doubt. Guys, we got to take a quick break right there. We appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Real Estate Radio. I'm Jason Stubbs. Text line's open right now, 512-640-9610. See you next time.